Hello and welcome back to Dashing Swordsman Painting. Today we'll be going over a starter set of paints curated for the Blood and Plunder game. The paints are from the Pro Acryl line made by Monument Hobbies. This isn't a sponsored video. I bought all of these at my local game store after seeing the add-on paint option on the Port Royal Kickstarter. I didn't want to wait for the set to have to come out, and I already had a couple of the colors. I later found out the set is also available on the Firelock site for I think $50 US, which is about what I think I picked it up for from my LGS. Let's go over the 12 paints in the set. Coal black, dark warm gray, dark gray blue, camo green, burnt red, bold purple red, which is a great name, warm yellow, bright ivory, dark umber, light umber, yellow ochre, and warm flesh. The set doesn't come with any metallics or washes, and those would probably be my next additions. Probably steel color, which you could darken down to a gunmetal, maybe also a gold, and whatever kind of wash you like, unless you're comfortable making your own with water and mediums and flow improver. Overall, it's a good mix of really useful colors. Let's take a look at what they look like individually and how we can combine them to get pretty much any color we want. So I'll set these off to the side. I have a piece of white cardstock here that I'll be painting onto and then be able to save as a reference for later. If you've never used Pro Acryl paints before, they come with this little seal underneath the cap. Don't forget to take that off the first time before using it, or nothing's going to come out. Make sure you give them a good shake. They come with this mixing ball inside, which is awesome for getting the paint really mixed. Let's put a dot onto the palette and then grab some water and brush it out. This is the coal black. Note that the paper isn't really reflective of how well the paint is going to behave flow-wise on a model, but you can see the colors pretty well. Next, the dark warm gray. Hopefully the difference between the black is showing up on camera. Then the gray blue. And the camo green. It's actually a little brighter than I thought it would be. The burnt red. That's a nice rich red. The bold purple red. That is a vibrant red. The warm yellow. Yellows are notoriously hard to get to cover over other colors, but I've had good experiences with Pro Acryl light colors in the past. The bright ivory, nice warm white. I'm not sure how well that'll show up on the camera, but I can see it here against the paper. I've actually really loved the other Pro Acryl ivory and white that I have. Dark umber. Oh, hang on a sec. See the seal under the cap? You see what I mean? Just give that a peel and then you should be good and go. It's a nice dark rich brown. Light umber looks good, maybe a little less red than the dark umber. Yellow ochre, I think that'll make a good highlight for the brown colors. And the warm flesh. A light flesh tone, I think, may also be a good start for making other darker tones. One very cool blue, a green, 2 reds, a yellow, and a couple of good browns. I think these reds will make a good natural sequence with the yellow, moving up and down to highlight or shadow, make an orange in the middle, or use the ivory to make the reds into a pink. The browns here make a natural spectrum for anything in the warmer values toning up or down, especially if you use them in combination with the warm flesh and bright ivory. The dark black and gray will help darken and desaturate the others. And I think the green will go well with the yellow as a highlight, or desaturate it a little with the ivory. Let's play with these a little bit on the palette. Let's just put a little bit on the palette, and then a couple of the other colors. And mix them together. The blue and the ivory desaturates as it makes some nice lighter blues, progressively lighter. Nice. Let's try working down. Mix a little blue with the gray, 50-50. All right, cool, nice shadow color. Blue and black, let's go up here. It's pretty close to the dark gray mix. Let's get some yellow and some green. Mix a nice highlight, mix up toward yellow, get some nice other lighter, maybe camo colors in there. With the ivory, it desaturates kind of toward that sage color. Keep going with more ivory. This would look great to show some weathering on cloth, I think. Maybe show the sun has bleached it out. Alright, let's work on the reds. Start with the dark red and light red, transition between those two. That's a nice middle. Add some yellow, see what happens. Alright, moving into a good orange color. Let's do the red with the ivory. Desaturates it, definitely into the pink range. For the yellow, I think the best option is going to be the white. That doesn't look super different. Let's add more. Okay, that looks better. Make sure we wash the brush off really well. Now into the browns, dark umber, light umber. Let's work from the flesh color. This is the warm flesh with the dark umber. Looks like a desaturated kind of mid-brown. All right, interesting. Let's try some of the ochre with the dark umber. Made it really dark, and a little more ochre. All right, yellow-brown. Let's make that umber a little more visible. Let's do the light umber and the warm flesh. Maybe a little grayish. Let's see about getting different greens if we play with the blue and the yellow. It's a nice rich jade. Maybe emerald green if we play with the ratios. Or a turquoise if we get to more blue. Let's do the ivory and black together. Try for a neutral gray. That's more white. Nice. Let's do the blue and red together. See if we can get a purple. It's a pretty dark purple. Maybe with the lighter red? Or some ochre? Nope, that's just ochre. Let's try the warm flesh with the black. A lot of this is going to be your skin tone range here. I think these reds are going to make some really good clothes colors. And then the utility blacks and browns. Maybe you could use the black to darken down the umber even further. To add maybe a gray, and again, a metal color, especially for painting things like sword blades. Could be any metallic color. I actually like the Citadel ones in pots, like this lead belcher. Makes them really easy to dry brush. You could use any brand. 2 thin coats or Vallejo model color. I don't have a metallic pot to hand, but this is what the bottle looks like. And then maybe a pure white. Hard to get a good white color. I think Pro Acryl probably makes my favorite. Covers well, not chalky. It's really what got me into the Pro Acryl range first. Gives an even brighter white than the ivory if you needed to go that far. And finally, some kind of wash, either Pro Acryl's brown wash or some of the Games Workshop ones in the pots. I think it's a great range overall, a great selection of colors. You can see some of the World War II stuff I've been working on. Here's a picture of what my reference palette looks like at the end. I've added the names and mixes so I don't forget. Good, quick, and easy reference for the future. Thanks again for joining. I'm planning on exploring the skin tones more in a future video and see how they look on some of the models. Let me know if there's anything you would like to see. I'm always happy to try new things. See you next time. Good luck and have fun painting.